So when it comes down to understanding how we are dealing with one another, dealing with ourselves, accepting who we are, it's really useful um, to keep in mind the Hawaiian concept of aloha. Aloha means love, of course, and means lots of things to people. One of the ways that I like to talk about it is as the pleasure of connection. Very often we forget that just simple connection with people, with animals, with plants, with the universe, is a great pleasure in it of itself. When we are staying in a place of aloha, we're staying in a place of connection. Enjoying that connection and recognizing that within that connection, we are able to be much more effective in our endeavors in the world. Without that connection, we're fighting things. We're fighting other people, we're fighting the natural elements, we're fighting spirit in general. So we use the concept of aloha to represent the most effective way of working with others. Now, obviously, we want to be in aloha with ourselves, and that's important to be mindful that we need to be compassionate for ourselves. We need to be kind to ourselves. We need to show ourselves consideration, give ourselves the slack that we need, to treat ourselves as beloveds, and just as dearly as we would treat any other being that we love dearly. So aloha is this way of pulling together all of these concepts of taking care of our connections and saying, okay, I'll just use the word aloha every time I want to pay attention to the connections I have with people, to the earth, to spirit, and most especially to myself. So I'd love to leave you with a final thought, that the only way you're really going to be happy, the only way you're going to be able to have the pleasure that you want in your life, is to be comfortable with who you are. It's that simple, it's that challenging, it's that magnificent, it's that total. Knowing who you are, or at least exploring who you are, recognizing that you are always growing, always expanding, always changing, and yet it's still somehow the same you. It's the greatest adventure of life, but it is also the most important and the key piece to being happy and finding great pleasure in your life.